Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us at 7 o'clock. I'm Tracey McCain.
And I'm Caitlin Francis. We have lots of developing stories that we've been following for you since overnight, including a road closure that's going to potentially snarl up your commute. That's in Torrington. We'll get to that in just a second. But first, let's start you off with your first alert forecast. Meteorologist Jill Gilardi in this morning. Hello.
Yeah,
Beautiful sunrise.
It is a beautiful day today. It was awesome yesterday.
Oh, yes.
Did you have a
So
chance to go
mild.
outside?
Sunny day.
I was like out there feeding the birds.
Yeah.
And well, of course, there's a lot of muck and stuff like that. But I was like, I don't need this heavy coat. Like, I literally was starting to sweat, and I had the short sleeves and the, pants on, whatever. And I was fine because I had like the bright sun and still reflecting off of the snow. But it was amazing how like low 40s felt like it was almost 60s because it's just been so cold. But we are done with that for a little while. New London, we're starting off at 26 degrees. The winds are calm, so that was also a plus yesterday. Didn't have to deal with the wind. Temperatures this morning, we are above average. We're generally in the mid and upper 20s, a few spots low 30s like Windsor Locks. Winds are light coming in from that easterly direction. Then we have just a few clouds, and I mean a few clouds coming in from a westerly direction, but no precipitation. The day ahead features warm temperatures again above average, and we're going to see those numbers getting into the 40s. How about 48 in New Milford, 47 Woodbury, 47 Suffield, Windsor. We should be in the lower 40s. No complaints here, so it's going to feel a little bit warmer out there this afternoon than compared to yesterday. And with the wind off the water, you'll just be a few degrees lower than folks inland. But nonetheless, it is going to be a beautiful day to start off the week. We do have some rain chances mixed in this week. I'll get into details regarding that in a few minutes, but now we'll send it over to Kate for an update on traffic.
All right, thanks, Jill. Good morning, everyone. Let's get you an update here. Breaking traffic alert. This is in Torrington along Route 202. That's East Main Street. That area is blocked off at Center Street this morning. DOT reporting a gas leak. We do have a crew who I think just arrived on the scene. We'll bring you a live update in just moments. The rest of the state, though, looking very good. Nice and quiet. Live look here at 91 north and southbound in Hartford. Here in Middletown along Route 9. Live look in and out of the Mixmaster in Waterbury at 84 and in Meriden 691 east and westbound. Nice bright sunshine out there to greet you. We've been just taking a look at some of those sunrise shots across the state. You will need the sunglasses as you're heading out the door. Just really brief delays that are rolling through here in 95 southbound towards the George Washington Bridge. The Parkway will also be backing up at this time. Rest of the state is moving along. Let's quick check at your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
We're on top of breaking news happening right now in Torrington, where a gas leak has closed East Main Street.
Yeah, we've been bringing this to you as a breaking traffic alert, and your reporter Olivia Schuler just arrived on the scene. So, Olivia, what's the latest?
Hey guys, well, we know right now that Route 202 at Center Street is shut down here in the town of Torrington. This is what we can see at this point. You can see there's some cones set up there, and in the distance, a fire and police van that's blocking off that road. A lot of information we're working to collect at this time as to what exactly caused this gas leak. That's the big question right now that we are working to find out for you. We have made some calls. We've sent out some emails trying to get that answered for you. We know that this gas leak was first reported around 6:10 this morning. And once again, the State Department of Transportation said Route 202 is closed at Center Street right now. And we can actually smell some of the gas in the air right now. So whatever is going on, this is a fluid situation. We can tell just by using our senses. So as soon as we have an update for you, we'll share it with you here. But check back with us in less than 30 as we continue to follow the story. Your reporter in Torrington, Olivia Schuler, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Well, right now, world leaders are in Ukraine to show their support as the country enters its third year of conflict with Russia.
Just hours ago, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky announced he would be willing to step down from office if the move would lead to more peace and Ukraine's entry into NATO. Zelensky also requesting a meeting with President Donald Trump to discuss any kind of exchange with Ukrainian resources for American aid.
And here at home today, local events are being held around the state to honor the somber anniversary. Your reporter Marcy Jones has more on the Connecticut community, and that's showing support.
Good morning. Well, this is obviously a very somber anniversary, one that really serves as a reminder of just how many folks here in Connecticut have ties to loved ones in Ukraine. Here's what's happening today. Today's events follow a peaceful rally and prayer service yesterday at the Capitol. Sunday was a sea of yellow and blue, dozens of people showing up to show their support for their loved ones in Ukraine. Today on the Yale campus, starting at noon, everyone is invited to experience the Unused Diploma exhibition, a tribute to the students whose lives were tragically cut short. Then at 4, there will be a women's table in front of Sterling Library in remembrance and solidarity to honor those who sacrificed their lives for the war. Following the event at Sterling Library, there will be a reception where everyone is invited to attend to continue the discussion. Your reporter in Cromwell, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, today in Hartford, former police chief James Rovella is returning to his old position on an interim basis while the department searches for a new permanent police chief. You might remember the first nominee withdrew his name just as the I-team uncovered sexual harassment allegations from his fellow officers in Philadelphia. At tonight's city council meeting, council members could form a community advisory committee to boost transparency into the chief selection process. Well, today a man charged with...
I'll take it from here, Tracy. Thank you. A man charged with murder after the death of a woman in Ansonia due back in court. Jose Morales, accused of killing Christine Holloway more than 5 years ago. And when police showed up to conduct a welfare check back in December of 2019, that's where they found Holloway dead. Their daughter, Vanessa, was reported missing at the time. She's never been found, despite the investigation leading to the arrest of Morales.
Well, new this morning, starting today, all USAID employees in the U.S. and abroad are on administrative leave, with the exception of designated personnel. Employees got the email Sunday afternoon, just hours before it took effect, right around midnight. Exempt personnel include people involved in critical functions, core leadership, or specialty designated programs. It is the latest move by the Trump administration to dismantle the federal agency that brings humanitarian aid around the world.
And right now the clock is ticking for thousands of federal workers to justify their jobs to the Department of Government Efficiency. They have until tonight to reply to an email listing 5 things they did at work last week. Elon Musk, who oversees Doge, says a failure to respond will be taken as a resignation. Multiple agencies are telling their employees to not comply, including the FBI and NASA. We'll have much more on this story as it develops. It's 7:07 now. Investigators in Utah trying to piece together a skiing accident right at Solitude Mountain Resort. You can see Pinpoint News Tracker showing us that location there, and that left a man from here in Connecticut dead. Police say 53-year-old Daniel Negrelli of Canton was skiing by himself when he hit a tree over the weekend. Crews later found him inside a nearby tree well. We're told he was wearing a helmet and all the appropriate gear. This is, again, a developing story. We'll get you the latest details both here on air and the WFSB app.
All right, just into the newsroom, the Vatican says Pope Francis' health continues to decline this morning. We've also learned he received a blood transfusion over the weekend.
Your reporter Aaliyah Red has the overnight update on the pontiff's condition.
Critical, fragile even. That's how the Vatican is describing the Pope's condition. We do know that he's battling with pneumonia and even a lung infection, and that fight is drawing support from around the world, including right here in our state. Today marks day 10 for the Pope's hospital stay. The 88-year-old pontiff's health issues started in his respiratory system, but a recent blood test revealed initial mild kidney failure. Doctors say it's under control and that the Pope is alert.
He's fought through before. Hopefully he'll do it again.
Hopefully he'll get better. You know, we'll see what happens, but we keep praying. That's all we can do.
Concerns over the Pope's health comes during the Vatican's Holy Year, which is a celebration of the Catholic faith that happens every 25 years. St. Pius is one of the local churches that is supporting the Pope. They prayed on Saturday and they're praying again today. Your reporter in Middletown, Aaliyah Red, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Well, new this morning in Plainfield, police are warning people in town about thieves stealing cars or valuables from inside them during the night. We have some video here from the police department that they posted on social media. This all happening after 2 in the morning on Colonial Drive. Not clear what day, but you can see people walking by and taking stuff out of cars. They say make sure your cars are always locked, especially while it's still dark outside, and as you're getting ready for work. If you have any information about these crimes, call police.
7:10, federal and state officials are warning about scam texts demanding money for unpaid tolls. Officials say the link on the text messages could allow scammers to steal personal information and money. The Department of Transportation says people should just delete them. Don't reply to any of those messages.
Well, if you enjoyed yesterday's weather, you'll enjoy today's. Very similar. We are starting off with bright conditions in Torrington. Temperatures initially in the low 30s, then climbing into the low 40s. As we kind of take a look elsewhere, going over to Hartford. Right now, just a few clouds. Otherwise, we can see that sun as well. How about mid to upper 40s for highs? A little warmer in and around the Hartford County area, down towards New Haven, low to mid 40s. So just fantastic weather as we kick off the week. We have some changes ahead in terms of precipitation returning. We'll talk more about when in just a few minutes from now. Tracy?